Hey, what's going on everyone? So today we're going to be talking about the Meepo Voyager XL versus the Meepo Voyager Original Edition. I've been getting a lot of questions on asking, like what is exactly the difference between them. So I did some comparisons and I made a quick video about it. This video isn't scripted like what I had before. This is kind of just me talking through some bullet points and notes and showing you some B-rolls that I put together. Hopefully this will give you a better sense of what the differences are, what the pros and cons of each setup is, so that it can help you make a better informed decision when you're making your purchase. Overall, I think both boards are really good. I have both boards and I still write both of them for different purposes, and I think they serve different purposes. It isn't to say that the XL is better in every way possible, no, because the original Voyager is still good in many ways. So let's get started with the comparison. Let's talk about the pros for the Meepo Voyager XL first. The number one most glaring part is the ambient LED system. So you have this ring of yellow or bright gold LED that goes around the entirety of the board. That seems to be the rage right now. People want these LED system. This thing is an attention magnet. When I ride this Meepo Voyager XL around my neighborhood, all the kids and adults just basically stop what they're doing and kind of stare at me. So I don't get this type of attention when I'm on the original. So I think if you do want that type of attention, you want to show off, this is the way to go. And also, as a side effect, it is also safer at night. This board is especially bright. If you're riding on the road, people will see you from a mile away. It's really good to get seen from a safety standpoint as well. And whenever you pull back on the brakes, the board blinks. So it's just basically telling people, hey, I'm slowing down. So because these are LEDs and because this is a light source that uses electricity, it might impact your range. I don't think it's going to impact by all that much, but it does use energy from your batteries that would be otherwise used to power and propel the board to move forward. This might cut into some of your battery. I don't think it's going to be that much. I think it's just going to be a few percentage considering how big the battery actually is. And also, what's good about this LED system is that it doesn't impact the flex like other brands. Some other brands have tested when you jump on a board that has these LED systems, it's super stiff despite it being like a bamboo or maple deck. Next, what I want to talk about is the gear drive system. This kit is basically already installed for you. It is so much quieter on the Meepo Voyager XL using this gear drive system, and it's pretty much maintenance free. All you gotta do is to probably oil it every 1,000 miles or so, and that's really it. And the acceleration is super smooth. So Meepo's Ling E ESCs has this, is infamous for being jerky, but if you're using this gear drive system coupled with updates that they had over the Ling E ESCs over the years, this board is super smooth. It's comparable to the Hobby Wing ESCs. If you want a smoother experience, you should go with the gear drive system. Next, what I want to talk about is the rock chip resistant coating. It's on the underside of the deck. This is a new addition for the later batches of the Voyager XL. So if you have the first batch, if you're buying it used from someone who has the first batch, they probably don't have it. What I have is also an engineering sample, so it also doesn't have it. Basically, what it feels like is this layer of clear but matte finish on the underside of the deck, and it will protect your board from rock chips, and it does a really good job. I have decks that don't have this, and after just a couple miles of riding, you can see rock chips on the bottom of the board already. But with the decks that do have this implementation, I can tell you that it works. It works really well. So this is also free if you're buying it new off of the Meepo website. For the Meepo Voyager XL, this should be applied on the underside of the deck. So if you're looking on review videos, people actually don't have this thing applied in the review videos because all the reviewers either got an engineering sample or they have like a first batch iteration. Next, we have Programmable Remote, which is the M6S remote versus the M5S remote from the previous versions. Now you can kind of think about these different speeds as different programmable profiles instead of just for speed. For example, profile number 4 is my profile, and profile number 3 is my wife's profile, and profile number 2 is my kid's profile. They can go into the remote and adjust the speed and acceleration based on how they like to write. But if you're using like a standard M5S remote, you have to just use number 4 and use the speed profiles in which the factory kind of presets for you. But now you can adjust and fine-tune the entire acceleration curve and the top speed curve based on how you want, precisely and separately, for I guess up to 4 people in your house. Next one, we have the gallium nitride hypercharger. This is only available for the Meepo Voyager XL version. This charges up to 6 amps, so it charges your entire board up to full in 1.5 hours versus the 4.5 amp standard charger that comes with the original. It charges the entire board in 3 hours, right? So this is a really compact, fast charger that also cost about a couple $100s to purchase if you were to buy it separately. Next, we have clear Bashguard. This clear Bashguard complements very well with the LED deck, right? It doesn't block the LEDs because it's clear, so at night it almost seems like it doesn't have a Bashguard at all, versus the standard black Bashguards where it could block out the vision. But you do have a Bashguard regardless of which version that you buy. This is a lot of stuff, right? For just $200 more than the original version. The original Voyager is about $900 and this is about $1,100. For an extra $200, you're getting an LED system. I think that's probably worth $100 to $200 by itself. And then you have a gear drive kit that's already installed for you. This gear drive kit is worth $230 by itself. And then you have rock resistant coating on the underside of that. That's probably maybe $10, $20. And then you have a programmable M6 remote. That's another $80 on top of whatever you have. And you have a hypercharger, a fast hypercharger that charges up to 100% in 1.5 hours and probably up to 80% in under an hour. So it's really, really fast. And this charger is about $200 as well. And you have clear Bashguards. So you're getting really roughly $500 worth of value in a $200 bump up. So if you're looking for a lot of value to add on to an already great board, these type of value doesn't really make your board go faster. The speed is all the same, the acceleration is the same, but if you do want premium level of an upgrade to the same platform, then I think these $200 is super worth it. Next, we have pros for the original Voyager. There are some good things about the original Voyager too. Number one, namely, it's cheaper. It's $900 versus the $1,100 of the Voyager XL. So you get to save $200 without compromising the top speed and acceleration. The top speed and acceleration does not get impacted. So if you just want the bare bones and you just want to go fast for as little additional cost as possible, then get the original Voyager. The original Voyager is still one of the fastest, hard-pulling, boosted style boards on the market today. So some of the other pros when comparing the original Voyager to the XL is that you get the free Cyclone 105, which are pretty much the boosted 105 clones or the Matte Wheels 105 clone, right? These wheels are bigger, they're incredibly smooth, they're just a joy to ride, and these do come free with the original board. And also they come with the orange free 90mm wheels, so you get 2 sets of wheels with the original Voyager, while you do not get that with the XL. With the XL, you just get a set of the 90mm in white, and that's really it. I think if you do get the XL, you eventually want to get onto the boosted 105 type wheels as soon as possible, especially if the road conditions near where you live is not really good. Next, you have two different types of pulley kits. So what's installed is the 36T pulley, and also a 32T pulley is installed. And the 32T pulley will enable you to go much faster. So a lot of people complain that their Meepo Voyager can't go up to the speed in which it's advertised. That's because you need to get onto the smaller pulley. And once you get to the 32T pulley, you sacrifice some of that acceleration for higher top speed. Not only just that, you can buy, when you're on a belt drive, you can switch around the pulleys. You can get 32T, you can get customized 34T, 38T. You can change the size of your pulleys when you're on a belt drive. It's much easier to do that. You're kind of stuck with your gear ratio if you're on a gear drive. Next is that the belt drives are louder. If you like louder engines, if you like that motor scream, yeah, then belt drive is the one for you. And aside from different sizes of pulleys, the belt drive also enables you to use ABEC and Kegel pulleys, while with the current version of Meepo's gear drive, you're stuck using the Kegel pulleys. With ABEC and Kegel pulleys, especially with the addition of being able to use ABEC pulleys, you can use any of the cloud wheels because cloud wheels are all in ABEC for some reason. So you can't actually use cloud wheels if you're using the XL because it's using Kegel, not ABEC. And the original version is about 0.2 kilograms lighter, or about half a pound lighter than the gear drive version of the entire board. There are other smaller differences, such as deck graphics does look a little bit different, and the grip tape also feels different slightly. They say the grip tape on the Voyager XL, it should give you more grip, but when I look at them, it's about the same. It's about the same, but it just feels slightly different. The trucks also look slightly different, but I was told they're the same. So I think what the difference here is because what I have is an engineering sample. I'm in contact with Meepo just to verify whether if the trucks are exactly the same or not, and whether if because the differences that I'm seeing is because of it's an engineering sample. If I do get an answer, I'll put it on the screen down below. Overall, I think if you're just looking for the raw performance at the lowest price possible, then go for the original Voyager. It's just as fast, includes the free boosted 105 wheels, and has plenty of options with different types of pulleys. If you want a premium package that includes many quality of life improvements at a fraction of the cost of the price that you would pay if you to buy them separately, then you should definitely go for the more premium package. Just note that the trucks are the same, the decks are the same, the motors, the ESCs, the battery packs, they're all the same. So from a performance speed perspective, they're going to be the same, but you do get many more premium and fancy improvements, about $500 worth of upgrades should you choose to step up just about $200. All right, that's the difference. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be sure to answer them as much as I can down below. Thank you and have a good day.